Now, all of us on a day-to-day basis have quite a lot of problems. Quite a lot of problems each one face over a period of time, either on a day-by-day basis or on a periodic basis. We have, okay, let us say, we suddenly are running short of funds. We don't have enough funds. Somehow, I was getting quite a lot of funds. My business was doing well, or something was happening. Now it is depleting, and I'm worried. How do I? What can I do? Or my health is not like how it used to be. My health is undergoing a little bit of change, and slowly some change is happening on the negative side. It is deteriorating. So what should I do? In this case, what should I do? And there are plenty of other questions. If I'm a fellow researcher, I'm trying to find out the nature of the subatomic particle, but it is eluding me. I'm struggling. What do I do? There are plenty, each one based on their own walk of life, have always many questions and many questions. Why is this happening to me? Why is this happening? The anxiety is derived by the question, why? Why is this happening to me? Why am I not earning money enough? Why am I not able to solve this problem? Why? Not 20. And what we do habitually is sit back, analyze, do a very good analysis of the situation. If it is a monetary issue, okay, we find out. Okay, previously I was earning quite handsomely. Now I am not. Why am I not? So we go back. We do an analysis on the situation, find out where we are lacking behind, or do a competitor analysis with whoever is more successful, and try to find out what is the difference between them and us, and what is the discipline I lack. Maybe I lack a lot of discipline. I lack the rigor. I lack the discipline, basic discipline, with which the other person is successful, and I am not. So we try to build that discipline. We know that if we have this, so we do a gap analysis and all that business fundas we apply to ourselves, and we finally solve the problem to an extent. And what we try to do again, we try to find out ways and means that the problem is not repeated, so we find to solve the problem. This is what all of us do. If it is a health issue, we find out what is there, what habit of mine is causing health issue. Okay, I should overcome that. Am I eating too much sweet? Am I eating too much this, that, whatever it is? So we do that analysis and we solve that problem, and we come to and we proceed to the next step. Now we have solved this monetary problem by means of, okay, now I know that my marketing is not good, so I solve the problem now. Okay, I've pulled up my socks, I've made my marketing better, my visibility better, and it's yielding good results now. Now, once this is solved, while it's being solved, another department will come up with its own problem. Similarly with health, or with any problem that we have, the moment we solve the problem, another problem will necessarily come in. Because we don't want to be in the same state always. We want to progress. The moment progress is there, hurdles are going to come in. The moment hurdles come in, problems are there to solve. And we'll solve the problem. We'll keep solving. We'll solve. Okay, 10 years down the line, we'll be solving some problem. We'll be solving the problem of our children. Then under 10, 15 years down the line, my grandchild is not doing well, my grandchild is not having this. Okay, I'll be solving the problem. I will solve. One fine day I will die. So, we firefight the entire life meaningfully. At least we think meaningfully. And we give up. Everything is gone suddenly. What happens after that? We take another body and repeat the same cycle. And as per Bhagavan and as per literature, as per Vedanta, we have been doing it for millions of lives so far. Not thousands, millions, Vedanta says. We've been doing. This is what is the cycle of samsara. And we are going to keep doing it the same thing again for another million lives. Same thing. Get born, be in a balya stage, grow with all challenges or happy times or in full of lap of luxury. If we are born in an Ambani's family, we are going to grow in a lap of luxury, or if we are going to be born in a small time person's house, we are going to struggle. Everything continues. When we struggle to earn something, we start earning in our youth, and then have our marriage, have our kids and other things, then grow up to be our grandparent and have our grandchildren, and then die, repeat. This is exactly something. And so, what happened? We were answering. When arises, the way we were trying to address the problem is to answer the question, why? Why is this happening? And then we ask ourselves, what should I do? And then we ask ourselves, how should I do? So we address all this in a logical fashion, and we proceed. This is the normal, in the meanwhile we have bhakti also, we go to temples, we go to kshetras, we go to pilgrimage, we go to even ashram like Bhagavan's ashram, we do all that, and we are pious. And all of us are extremely, assume the person who is doing works only by what how dharma guides him. But he has been doing it, but he will continue to do this in a dharmic way again and again. So, the question that he was trying to answer initially is the question called why. Now consider, somebody is come to a point, let us say there are 1,000 problems at his hand at the same time. Obviously, it's going to be very challenging for him to address so many whys. And why is this happening? Why is this happening? Why is this happening? My mind is breaking. I'm living in a pressure cooker. That is his feeling. So he gives up at some point, and he turns around and he says, now something is fundamentally wrong. When he goes to ashram and some place like our Ramana Maharshi and sees some teachings of Vedanta and sees or meets some people who are experienced, and he says, you are trying to solve so many problems. Instead of asking the question, why is this happening? Just ask one question. To whom it is happening? Replace the why by who. To who it is happening? I'm trying to solve the problem. And at the end of the solution, you'll find no more problems there. Everything in just one shot, you're sweeping out the millions of lives problem and the millions that has to come in the future by one simple method of altering from why to who. So move to who. Bhagavan says, instead of trying to fight, let us say I'm in a heavy constraint monetarily. Why? Why is this problem? How? Instead of that, ask yourself, who is having this problem? Then you will slowly start to introvert rather than moving outside always, as we are always, have been doing for millions of lives. Instead of moving out away, we are going antarmuha. Instead of going bahirmuha, we are going antarmuha. So when we go to reverse our feeling towards internal, we are going to ask the first question we ask is, who is having this problem? Who am I? Here Bhagavan comes immediately with all his answers to that and the methods. That is what we are trying to learn. He says, if you ask the question, who am I? You say, who is having this problem? You say, I am having this problem, will be the answer, obvious. And then Bhagavan says, who am I? So the whole problem of why was revolving around the simple, for the simple reason, we did not know who we are. We do not know who we are. The moment we know who we are and we are able to segregate, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect, I am not this body, I am not any one of this complex at all, I am beyond that, I am Satchit Ananda, then the why problem is not yours anymore. You don't own that problem anymore. And once you start doing this, all the why problems will drop off. This is why lot of people, when they go to the Sannidhi of Bhagavan and sit, he makes the mind still for a time, and suddenly they find whatever they came here to ask to Bhagavan, they are not even in a position to, they would have thought, Bhagavan, I don't have a child for a long time, I don't have wealth, I don't have a house. They would come to Bhagavan to pray for all this, and the prayer itself would not take place. Because Bhagavan stills your mind when you go there. And you won't even remember to ask the question, because the question itself does not exist. All the whys get dissolved by the one who substitution of the person. And Bhagavan is there. The moment you ask the question who, Bhagavan comes running to help you. Our Guru comes running to us to help us. Only thing, you have to have the bent of mind rather says you are going in a locomotive train, and the train is carrying at least about 1,000 people or 10,000 people, whatever, and it is carrying all those people and all their packages, all their luggages, and you are having one small handbag with you, and instead of keeping it in the train, you are carrying it in your head, saying that, no, I don't want to be a burden to the train. I will carry my own burden, and you have that burden in your head. Bhagavan asks, whose problem is that? Instead of casting away all the problems, all your whys, the why questions that we have to Guru or to Ishvara, we are trying to solve them on our own. So how to give it to Bhagavan, how to surrender it to Bhagavan? By means of turning to the question, who? This is Bhagavan's teaching. So, to put it in a nutshell, Bhagavan always says, never try to address why, always try to address the problem of who. Who is having it? Everything will get resolved over a period of time. So, this is something very fundamental or core of Bhagavan's teaching. All of us will have to practice. So, whenever, even there are times when we will have some compelling reasons to address the why. Okay, even when you are addressing such a question, such a question of why, what you do, you simply don't bother about the problem at all. You just keep doing your job and at the same time ask who. Don't leave that who. Let them go parallel. Keep doing your work. Let us say I need to raise a fund of 10 lakh rupees within the next 1 month. I need to have something. Okay, fine. If you are impelled still, if you are still the force of karma is pushing you towards worldly matters, okay, do. But while doing it, always keep asking. Don't leave the who question. Also try to be addressing that also parallelly. Don't be just going with the why. So if you do that, what happens? You slowly understand that you are not trying to solve the problem. A higher power is solving the problem. Because the problem was created by a higher power. And it is solving the problem. And then your strength towards the who, leaning towards the who question, will become more. So, thousands of reformers have gone in this country, in this whole world. So many people have come. So many people have worked selflessly for the sake of the upliftment of the country, for the upliftment of the society. For some atheists come and say these people are too much God-oriented, wasting their life. So they say there is no God and they try to help. But they are trying to be sincere in their own way, let us assume. And there are so many people who come. There are religious gurus who come, who do so much, and there are social people who says, no, these people are building a big dam here and spoiling the welfare of the people. So they fight, they give up their whole life towards the problem. What happens? And is the entire world happy now because of all these people's act? Maybe because of one person's act, some 1,000 people are happy, let us say. But you take by and large the whole humanity. The humanity should be happy. And there are thousands and thousands and thousands of reformers of such nature who have come. But are they in a position to solve anything or give permanent happiness? No. So, it is very, very easy to understand that all these reformers cannot give any permanent happiness because they are busy trying to solve a problem which is not there. A phantom problem, you can say that way. Why do we say that? You see take a little bit of orientation towards the concept of Vedanta. It says the world itself is not in existence. Like for example, let us say we walk in a desert in a very hot afternoon and we see a big mirage there. We see so many things we are able to see in the mirage. That is the nature of the mirage. We are able to see and some things are not perfect in that mirage. Do we go to the mirage and try to make them perfect? Okay, something is slanted. No, it is slanting. I need to make it up straight and all that. We try to do. No, we don't at all because we know it is a mirage. Similarly, when we realize that the world itself is a mirage, now it comes with its own 1,000 mirage-like imagined problems. And we won't go towards solving that problem. Bhagavan says, solve only one problem as to knowing yourself who you are. Once that is done, everything in one stroke is solved. So, as we have come to Bhagavan, knowingly or unknowingly, through some force, through Bhagavan's clarion call, or through some reference, everything but happens only through Bhagavan's wish. Only Bhagavan wished that we are going to ashram. Every one of us who have set our foot in the ashram, or who have thought even about Bhagavan and Arunachala from distance, we are doing it only because of the call that is coming from Arunachala Ramana. So, we are going there. So once we go to Bhagavan, we start learning a little bit about the concept of the world, that the world is mere illusion. The world is a mind construct and all that. Slowly, what happens, our grip towards solving all the problems of the world. And Bhagavan has many times said, and there is an Ishvara, who, if you thought the Ishvara created the world, it is the responsibility of that Ishvara to solve the problem, not yours. Who are you to solve all these world problems? Do you think you'll be, this is where all the so-called reformers have failed. Because they are sincere, okay, fine, but still, their approach is not the best. They think by doing all the selfless acts, they can make all people happy. You can make 100 people happy. But I'll bring another 100 million people who are not happy. And another reformer will come. And this cycle is going on for millions of years again. Right from when the cycle started, it is there. People are coming, people are sincere, people are trying to solve problems, but nothing is solved. And then they go to somebody like Bhagavan, they understand their limitations, they go to Bhagavan, and Bhagavan says, who are you to try to solve all these problems? Solve your fundamental problem of knowing yourself. That is enough, Bhagavan says. Bhagavan says, everything is so simple. You are complicating everything by usage of your mind. He says, extinguish the mind once and for all. All problems are solved. You will understand the Advaitic state at that time. In that Advaitic state of Satchidananda, there is no second person. That is why Bhagavan also said, there is no disciple, there is no guru, because in my view, there is only the being. So we slowly come to appreciate what the concept of being is. While we start really practicing all this in small ways, we know, when Bhagavan talks about being, when Bhagavan talks about whole consciousness, unadulterated consciousness, when Bhagavan talks about the bliss of Ananda, Satchitananda, what it is, at least we'll start understanding, we'll get a little glimpse, we'll be able to make a little sense of what Bhagavan is trying to say. And then that will direct us more strongly towards Bhagavan's literature or some Vedantic literature to understand it in a bigger way. So, rather than jumping straight away, I thought all of us should get more and more acclimatized with the fundamental teachings of Bhagavan, try to practice the fundamental teaching of Bhagavan in some way in our life, slowly. And then get a better handle over the teaching of Bhagavan. So, as we discussed just now, the most important thing of all is not to, whenever there is a situation, try to convert the situation, swing the situation towards the who part rather than towards the why, or the why in turn what, in turn how. So, don't go into that trap. Don't try it that. Instead, try to get a habit of getting into the who. And even as I said, while you have to necessarily solve some problem, okay, take the why approach, but while you are doing the why approach, do not give up the who. Let that go hand in hand. So that the strength will be developed. Always we should come into that. So even if issues have to be solved, while solving that issue, have a keen attention as to who is solving that problem called why. Let the problem of why, solving the problem, keep going also. Parallelly, see who is solving this problem. Then slowly our conviction towards, I am not the body, it'll go, so it'll take its own course. It'll say, first it'll drop the Annamaya kosa, then it'll drop the Pranamaya kosa. It'll go, the journey will go. And then we come to the core of Bhagavan's teaching, where he says, no, instead of doing all this, I'll sit. and I'll focus, I'll gain more self-attention. I'll give all my attention on myself. Like how we learned in the 16th sloka of Upadesa Saraha. 16 to 20 sloka of Upadesa Saraha says that the technique, how to find out who you are, is given there very clearly. If you go back again to that, you will be able to find from 16 to 20 sloka gives the direct teaching of Bhagavan. And there are so many other books also which gives direct teaching of Bhagavan. And so many scholars or disciples of disciplined devotees of Bhagavan have written small books which are more easier to understand and practice also. So let us take that approach. But as Bhagavan says in Who Conundrum, we don't need to really bother about all these problems of the world, because Bhagavan, according to Bhagavan, he says in the 5th sloka or 6th sloka of Who Conundrum, the mind creates on its own the world appearance, makes it out as real, and thereby deludes by itself. The mind creates by thoughts, and only by thoughts the world is created, and by forgetting those thoughts the world is destroyed. So when the creation of mind is nothing but thoughts of remembrance, and the destruction of the world is nothing but the thought of forgetfulness. When you forget, everything is gone. Like for example, we have already seen plenty of times the example of sleep. In sleep, the mind forgets, it is not there, it just subsides, and the world is gone. The mind wakes up, the world comes into being. So, mind creates the world through its thoughts, and the thoughts of remembrance is creation of the world, and thoughts of forgetfulness is the destruction of the world. So this is Bhagavan's teaching. So, when such is the nature of the world that we live in, we don't live in the world. We and the world are same. The element, the level of truth that the world and the jiva, that is us, have is one and the same. Both come together and disappear together. The moment we wake up in the morning, I am this person comes into our mind immediately. I mean, it all happens in a flash. And when that flash happens, simultaneously the flash of the world comes. I'm able to see my bed, I'm able to see my cot, I'm able to see my room. The moment I wake up, I am the feeling, I am this person, I am so and so appears. Simultaneously, I am in this country, I am in this state, or I am in this room, or whatever the world appearance comes. So, the appearance of world and appearance of I am so and so happen simultaneously. Even though they happen simultaneously, the world is shining only because of the I am so and so. They may appear to be coming in and going out in the same time. Like the moment we fall into sleep, the sense of I am this person goes off, and the sense of world goes off. At the moment we wake up, I am this person comes in, the world comes in. They happen, and they appear to happen simultaneously. They happen simultaneously also, but the shining of the world, that the world comes into being only because of the mind. So there may not be a tangible time difference, but it is only because of the mind the world shines forth. When the mind is not, the world destruction. This is a core teaching of Bhagavan that we all have to understand. So, when we slowly start appreciating all this, till we run behind the why. Our natural inclination will turn towards the who. Oh, okay, fine. All this is happening. When I wake up, when my mind comes up, the world comes into being. When my mind goes to sleep, the world does not come into being. All this is happening. But who am I? Why is all this happening? Who am I? Who am I? I am not this body. Yeah, I am not this mind. I am not this prana. I am not this intellect. I am not this ajnana that is there during sleep. I am Satchitananda. This is a classical Vedantic approach. Bhagavan asks them, who am I? And the question, who am I, does not have an answer at all. Rather, the who am I is a prompt for you to get hold of the concept of I always and keep focusing our attention on the I. That is why we have the question of who am I. Bhagavan is given the question of who am I. Who am I? Who is having this problem? I am having this problem. Who am I? So the I comes into picture. Our mind starts thinking about external objects and starts focusing on the I concept, the I feeling that we have. So, this is the core of Bhagavan's teaching. We should understand. Never solve the why. It never gets swayed away if any situation arises, no matter what. First, let our priority goes towards who is having the problem and see whether the problem really exists or not. Once we have a maturity on the question of who, and we solve it once, we have solved a million lives problem. A problem that we have faced for the last 1 million lives we have solved, and no more problem is going to come because it's all done and dusted. This is the principle of Bhagavan that we always should carry in our mind. So, when we can be a devotee of Bhagavan in any state, like as I told earlier, we can come to ashram for the sake of the beauty of the peace that we derive during that stay, and go back, come back, go back, and enjoy the beauty in that way. Or we can come and do a little bit of meditation, do a little bit of chanting, or that is taking place on Bhagavan's work in the ashram, read a little bit of Bhagavan's literature and all that, and try to appreciate Bhagavan's life, the glory of Bhagavan's bodily life, all that, see some beautiful clippings of Bhagavan walking around the hill and all that, enjoy everything. So this completely blissfully. That is one way. Or you can jump into the teachings of Bhagavan, try to learn the core of Bhagavan's teaching in a detailed manner. This is another way. So let us each introspect within us and first come to a sort of agreement within ourselves that what we want to do, where we are, and what our intention is. So accordingly, we can learn whatever Bhagavan's teaching is. We'll have the clarity. Because some people might find jumping into I started appreciating the concept of being, that is the concept of Satchitananda, what it is, and the entire truth of Bhagavan, of Ulladu Narpadu and some granthas like Ulladu Narpadu, only about 6 years ago. And before that, about 10 years, I was coming to ashram going, I was enjoying a work that is related to ashram in one way or the other. So all that was happening. That was one stepping stone. And then, while doing that, I was given some tasks of translating some Bhagavan's work, because I was having a fairly good knowledge of Tamil and in English. So I was given the task of doing that. And then I was involved in publication of some new books. We used to go to the archives in the ashram, take some manuscripts and produce some books and all that. All this, their foundation or stepping stones that I had for the period of 10 years. And those are blissful time. No worries, always stay in ashram wherever, eat fantastic food in the ashram. always also try to find a side route and go when no other people are allowed. Go there, and the cooks and all are good friends. They will make something, and all that was enjoyed till some point in time. But then some dawn, something, well, I'm wasting my time. No, I'm going to stop all this. I'm going to really get and start learning Ulladu Narpadu and all those Bhagavan's work, word by word, and try to assimilate the content and try to practice them. And once I started doing that, I was completely, my visit to ashram started shrinking. It was not as frequent as it was. Even when I was living in Tiruvannamalai, I used to go in the morning, 5 minutes, do one namaskara, and sit in front of Bhagavan for 2-3 minutes, and come out, run back to my house, and get back to my books. Start studying. This is and the whole day we go, evening one more time, go to ashram, do the same thing, 2-3 minutes, and come back. And I'll be very, very careful not to talk to anyone. Because by virtue of being there for 10 years, I knew so many people there. And so many things. Half the time we'll be standing in the wall opposite to the Bhagavan's shrine and chatting something relevant, irrelevant, does not matter. We'll be chatting something. Time will be passed beautifully. All that will happen. Then I said, I'm not going to talk to even anyone. I used to go run. I never used to, when I walk from the gate to Bhagavan's side, never turn my head left or right. Straight walk, straight into Bhagavan's side, straight exit, go out to home, and do what I need. So that happened only after a period of time, or after I rambled through all the process that I was mentioning. It came to me that now I should. And then for the last 5-6 years, I've been doing only, very, very into Bhagavan's teaching. So I felt the teacher and the teaching are one and the same. This is very, very, all respectful people have mentioned this number of occasions, number of times. The teacher and teaching are inseparable. The moment you come to the teaching side of your guru, the teacher's physical need will not be that compelling to you anymore. So, when we graduate towards it, the teaching is the best form of guru you can have. The practice of the teacher's teaching is the best, is the highest thing that a disciple can do for the sake of himself, for the sake of his spiritual journey. So, once we hit that state we should not hesitate to really put all our effort towards that. That is the time when the inclination came to me about 7-8 years ago or something. Even small projects that I was doing, I said, no, I'm not going to do anything. All this is not needed for me. I started coming to a very strong conclusion and faith that even if I do only my sadhana, my God Lord will take care, my Guru will take care of me and provide with me whatever is needed for my bodily existence. This unshakable belief occurred to me. Whatever it is, He will take care. My best insurance is my faith in Guru, not Reliance Insurance or not Tata Insurance or Life Insurance Corporation. My best insurance is my faith in Bhagavan. That insurance He always has been giving to His devotees. And Guru Mars, like Bhagavan, for thousands of years, have been doing the same thing for their devotees. So that is the best form of insurance I have. My faith in Bhagavan, my trust in Bhagavan, and my sincerity towards His teaching is what I need to cultivate. And that is the best insurance that I can ever have. And it will definitely save me when I'm in trouble. This strong, unassailable faith in Bhagavan is needed, is to be developed before we jump into too much into details about every bit of Bhagavan's teaching. So this conviction that my Bhagavan is there, when my Bhagavan is there, what else I need? This unassailable faith in the words of the Guru to germinate in our heart. The moment it happens, slowly we will stop doing all unwanted things and we will gravitate towards the teachings of Bhagavan. This is the sum and substance of what I wanted to deliver today, because I thought it is extremely important, rather than talking some abstract concepts like we will definitely come to those concepts. Most definitely we cannot keep away from it for long. But before that, certain fundamental factors of the teaching of Bhagavan, like what I talked today, always try to find out who. Always let your mind have a natural inclination towards who is having the problem, rather than why is that, why this problem is there. So once it becomes a strong habit of instead of why gravitating towards who, our eligibility to really dwell deep into the teachings of Bhagavan grows thousands of times. This is the sum and substance of what I wanted to teach or not teach, what I wanted to discuss or share.